This field was home to legends like Bellino and Staubach, the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, and home to the Midshipmen of Navy. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Raging Cajuns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Midshipmen offense is on the field to start this game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move. To the 44.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with the lone back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Navy! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. Oh, a lot of space. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Under fire. Got it set up on the outside. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cajuns. A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Makes the grab, it's Smith. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Got enough for the first down. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Gets the back moving. Sticks it in his belly. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And that wasn't easy. Hitch route on 3rd down with tight coverage. The receiver doing a great job shielding the defender away from him, catching it, and getting the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option to give. At the 40, there he goes. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. The midshipman moved the sticks with that powerful running game. Sends it back in motion to the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Woodson. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finding open areas. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Back to pass on second down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Louisiana. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Louisiana, 14, Navy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Woodson. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Raging Cajuns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going right to work up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's an awesome-looking carry. And you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the ball.
The short hands. It's Hutchinson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Off play action. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal forward pass.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Dances away to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Navy quick to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Got a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. Quick toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. Back to pass. It's Woodson. Going deep. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hodges. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Setting up the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the 2nd half underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Out of bounds.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. Quick handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Tollefson. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Cajuns! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Number 0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Louisiana 31, Navy 17.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. Right down the gut of the field. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Navy! Once he got some room, it was over.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. plows through the defense. It's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game.
Oh, and the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Louisiana! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's... out. Navy will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going with the ground game left. Hard running there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Navy, 24.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Let's go! Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Woodson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a grab down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Caught near the sticks. It's Hutchinson. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.